Hi there. Hi there. Come on in. Take a seat right in my office. Okay, you can have a seat. You're getting a new car? Oh wow, that's so exciting. I'm very happy for you. Did you take a look at it yet in the lot? You did. Did you test drive it? Yeah. Oh, is it that red one out there? That's a nice one. Yeah. So basically, my name is Siren. I'm just going to be finalizing everything with you, having you sign off on everything, make sure we have everything documented, and then you can drive on off in your car. Okay, sound good? Yeah. Oh, thank you. I love decorating, so I was trying to make sure my office is relaxing. I know this is a big purchase for people, so we want to make it relaxing and fun. But yeah, let's just dive right into it. So first up on the top here of your paperwork, I have it right over here. Yeah, we're gonna do it on paper, but we can scan it in electronically after. Okay. So here I just have your information, such as your name, address, things like that. Can you just verify that for me and look over that? Okay, good. So now we're gonna get into your discount and fees. Okay. So you had the 5,000 loyalty discount for being a customer here. Repeat. Thank you. You also did have a few fees. Yeah. They didn't tell you about them. They usually don't bring them up and they don't list them on the vehicle's price. But we do have to charge a few fees, and that's because of corporate. Okay, so we can't change them no matter what. You know, a lot of customers say like, oh, can we negotiate the fees? No, this is more of a corporate thing. Okay, so we have a dealership fee, an electronic processing fee, and that's kind of just for us processing your information through our electronic system. They want us to charge some money for that because it does take time, and like, I don't know, they just want us to. There's the detailing fee because our detailers had to detail the car before you took it home, or before you will take it home. There's the credit check fee, that's for us checking your credit. And then there's the new car fee, again, corporate charging, they want to charge for that, whatever. So that does total out to an $8,000 fee, but since you have the loyalty discount, you only have to really end up paying $3,000 in fee, so it's kind of like a deal if you think about it. So you can just sign right there and we'll be all good. I understand it can be a little frustrating when they advertise the car price. They don't tell you about the fees. They advertise the discounts. They don't tell you about the fees. But unfortunately, like I said, there's no negotiation for the fees because they are corporate level. So really, I don't have anything I can do there, unfortunately. Yeah, you really want the car, I know. So why don't you sign right here? It's only $3,000 and it'll be spanned out over your loan if you think about it that way. Perfect. So just sign right there. Okay. Now moving on, you are financing like we said. So you're financing this vehicle 5 years and your interest rate was listed as 7.4. Well, I say was because unfortunately you did kind of get affected by our relative risk rate. Yeah, so I'll tell you what that is. So basically, when you get a new vehicle, but in your credit history, there is evidence of large purchases being made in the last 6 to, I think, like 56 months or something. So like a car, like another car, a house, a boat, anything that's big, an RV, big purchases, they will affect that. So unfortunately, because you did have a few big purchases, it does have to double your interest rate. So it goes from the 7.4 interest rate to the 14.8 interest rate you see on here. 14.8, yeah. It is a little bit high of an interest rate, but you do like that car, and at the end of the day, you can't really change that either. We do have to stick with this policy here. Yeah, when you get your paperwork after you sign everything, there will be a whole bunch of information that lets you know why certain things had to be changed. Yeah, I know, like I said, well, they do advertise the lower end of the interest rate, and these statistics don't come back until we process the final paperwork, so they couldn't have told you back when you were in an earlier stage here. Yeah, that's how most people feel, like you're already so far along, so might as well just go along ahead with it. It is, you can always pay it off sooner or whatever, so sign right there for that one. Perfect. Okay, so that's great. And now you did have the warranty added on, right? So the warranty is $10,000 over your 5 years. Right, so $5,000 is our base warranty rate, so that covers our entry-level vehicles. But since your vehicle is more of a performance vehicle, it is $10,000 for your warranty, okay? So some of our larger vehicles, like our SUVs, our trucks, and then our performance vehicles are a little bit pricier just because, you know, they have bigger parts and things like that, different mechanics that are a little bit more pricey, okay? So that's going to be $10,000 for you. And that covers everything besides the engine, brakes, suspension, the interior, exterior, like cosmetics, the electronics, the upholstery, and the seating, wear and tear, and then your regular maintenance like oil changes and those types of things. Right, so it doesn't cover those. No, it doesn't cover that either. No. Okay, well, it does cover the soft close doors on your front passenger back and trunk, and I will say you will want that because we have a lot of issues with that. Yeah, we do. And then also it covers 1 car wash a year for free. Well, you know, we always recommend that people keep that $10,000 warranty because if you don't, it does void your factory warranty. So like any of the factory pieces that are still in warranty. So for example, let's say your entertainment system is still on a factory warranty. If you don't get this warranty, that will be voided, okay? Yeah, so you do have to get this one as well for that to work. And you can just sign right here for that, okay? What's wrong? What's wrong? Why are you looking so upset? You should be happy you're getting a new car. Yeah, I mean, people do kind of think of them as like hidden fees, but unfortunately, like I said, these fees don't really pop up until after we've already started processing your paperwork. So there's really no way for us to have told you this prior, you know what I mean? Exactly. So that pretty much sums everything up. And you were trading a vehicle in, right? Yes, and it says here the offer price $22,500, correct? Yes, so actually when we got it back to our mechanics in the back, they did find a few issues with it that slightly affected the value. So now they're offering $12,500 for that vehicle. Is that going to be okay? Unfortunately, they did find a few things with it that did play a part into decreasing the value. Again, I really can't change that because this does go through corporate. So they do approve this, unfortunately, okay? So let's have you sign right next to that trade-in value price, okay? Okay, perfect. So finally, we have your total here. So you have that $30,000 vehicle, and with all of the fees, the interest, and all of that stuff, it brings you up to a finance total of $60,524.32 over those 5 years, okay? Well, yes, it did kind of double the price of the vehicle, but that's because you're having double the fun with the vehicle, kind of, okay? So we're just gonna have to have you sign right next to that price there, okay? Yes, and your monthly payment is gonna be $1,500 a month, okay? And that's not counting like insurance or anything like that, okay? Okay, yeah, I mean, you kind of feel like you have to stick with it now, right? Since you're already here at the dealership and the car is sitting literally right there that we can see it. That's kind of the plan. I'm just kidding. That's why they have these fees so late on, I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, so we're just gonna have you sign right there. Perfect. This is so exciting. Congratulations on your new car. Okay, you don't want to shake my hand, that's fine. I hope you enjoy it. It's a little bit of a pricey one, but you know, if you like it, it'll be worth it. Hopefully you like it. Here you go. Here's your paperwork. Don't hesitate to bring it in if it has any issues with those soft close, or if you want to get a car wash, okay? Otherwise, you do have to, you know, you can bring it here, but you'll have to pay for it, okay? Okay. No, don't cry. I'm so sorry. Don't cry. It's gonna be fine, okay? It's a little bit over your budget, but you know, it's gonna be fine. Okay? Okay. There are some tissues on a little stand as you walk out of the office. You can feel free to grab a few, okay? Okay. Congratulations. Enjoy your really expensive car. Okay, bye.